Hello and welcome. Thanks for stopping by. This is part 3 of my Halloween decks. And so hopefully we'll finish up today. Okay, I wanted to start this video with the Seasons of the Witch Solemn because I haven't paired this one yet with anything. So I'm hoping that something in my pile, there's the backs of this one, something in my pile of tarot is going to pair nicely with this. So we're just going to put this here, and I'm going to look through my pile and see what I think. Okay, I think I have a few to try. So I'm going to start with the Cursed Auguries. And I don't even know what other oracles I would pair with this, but maybe this will work. She only comes out at Halloween. She's a lot. So, should have put a bug warning. There are spiders in this. There's things in this. So if you're squeamish about stuff, you might want to skip this pairing. Okay. So far I'm liking it. It's a very pip deck. I think it works. I like this. Wasn't sure if I was going to or not. But I think it works. Yes. Okay, I like this. So I'm wondering about the Midnight Magick, the Mushroom Tarot. I have another oracle here that I actually pair with this, but I just wanted to see. This works. I like that it brings in humans. Because I have a hard time connecting with a deck like this because I can't see myself in it. Like, I'm not a mushroom, obviously. Were I to come back as something else, I don't think I'd come back as a mushroom. Although who knows. I like this also. This is cool. Yes. Okay. Very nice. Yokai Yochi of sorts. Okay. I also like this. It's different culturally, obviously. But I think it works. And I like mischief with the yokai, just in general. I'm glad I tried this. And I'm sorry the light keeps shifting, but it's windy and there's clouds and they just keep blowing by. There's not a lot I can do. I like this. It makes the Yokai Yochi a little more approachable for me. And I don't think up until now that I've had an oracle that I even thought would pair with this. Okay. I think that works. We're going to try the Solara Occulto Meliora with it. It's a big chunky deck, so we're just going to take a few cards. And it does have its own set of oracle cards. And I do have a different deck that I actually got to use with this. Medieval, forget. If I remember, I'll put it, the title below. But it's not Halloween-y per se. So I just want to see. I don't hate this. And in fact, when I'm editing, I have a feeling the moon is upside down. What is happening here? Okay, I don't know. I have a feeling when I'm editing, I'm going to like this even more. Okay. Okay, since we had the Solara Occulto out, let's see what else might pair with it. Okay, I have a couple for trying. Let's try the Lost Oracle with it. I might be pleasantly surprised. And I think I am already. I almost let go of this deck. Okay. I do hate that hate's a strong word. I dislike that the black borders wear off and they get black on the cards. Find that very annoying. Would have rather had no border than have that happen. I don't hate this. What is happening with this deck? It's an interesting pairing. Okay. That doesn't not work. Look for a double negative there. You like that? Let's try Seasons of the Witch Mabon. Color scheme might go a little more. Yes, it already feels a little bit more on point with this color scheme. Didn't hate Solon with it, but this one's better. In fact, this might be, I might like this better than the other deck I have to pair with it, which is annoyingly a French deck. And therefore I have to use an app to translate the book or come up with something else. And I might like this better, actually. Around again. Don't know how I ended up with reversals and just half of the deck. And I've tried, I thought that the Mabon and the Samhain would be good mixed together, but they're not exactly the same size, and that annoys me. And also the color scheme, like, it still feels Halloween-y to me, this deck. So I feel like they're interchangeable, the Samhain and the Mavon. This works. I like this. I feel like I should show the oracle that comes with it. Because not everyone is like me and is averse to same. In fact, you know, I kind of need to get over it. Because this is a nice oracle. And it's not too small. Okay, I can see myself using this and getting over myself. The guidebook, though. Where is the guidebook for this? Like, who can read this? You need a magnifying glass to read this. I don't understand the tiny font at all. And the creator, on a different note entirely, what is her name? Amanda something, Pranic Forest. I feel like her name is Amanda something. Doesn't say anywhere on any of these things. Is working on a new deck, and it's her style, obviously, but it's very colorful, as opposed to the two previous decks, which have a very monochromatic color scheme. Okay, we're gonna have another look at the Yokai Yochi and see if we have anything. Let's try the Lost Oracle. I don't hate it. Okay. The Lost Oracle has found her place in Halloween. Which, I mean, it is a very witchy deck, but it just seems to only want to vibe with decks that, like, the Yokai, it doesn't have to be a Halloween deck. I know that. I am very, very pleasantly surprised by this pairing. As it was the Samhain pairing. Okay. Huh. Color me surprised. The Green Witches Oracle. Midnight Magic Mushroom Tarot. Yes. I like the black and white. I think they complement each other very nicely. And I forgot about the Green Witches Oracle. And so could have had some potential pairings in previous videos, but we're just going to let it go because this is the deck that I particularly like it with. Yes, no people at all. There's a hand there. There might be a human or two in this deck, but it's more a deck of things. But I like this pairing. Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to try a couple more. We're going to try, this is the Folklore Oracle. And this is nice too. Yeah. Very nice. That's why I love doing these videos, because I discover things. Yes, I like that. And the other one we're going to try is the Deadly Apothecary. I have high hopes for this. Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I like it lots. I like it very much. Oh, and it has mushrooms in it. So there you go. Maybe that's a good place to stop. Okay, let's see if we have anything else with cursed auguries. Let's try the Green Witch's Oracle. Might soften the cursed auguries up a little bit. I don't hate this. Don't hate it. I feel like someone is the deck. Like it might be the only deck to pair with this. But this is also nice. I can see doing like a bigger spread maybe with more than one oracle with this tarot. Something very appealing about this pairing. Yes, I don't dislike that. Using a lot of double negatives, aren't I? Let's try the Lost Oracle with it. It's a very witchy deck also. Okay. I think this also works. It's not my favorite of the three. But it works. Okay. I am so happy to have found some pairings for the Cursed Auguries. This is the Black Violet Tarot. I have the mass market too. This is the last Kickstarter edition of it before it went mass market. And I'm guessing I only have one pairing here that I'm gonna like. So we're just gonna do this one. Well, we might have two. The first one we're gonna try is the Dark Goddess Oracle. Oh, we start with death. Okay. Yes, I am liking this. Yes, okay, well, I mean, that's black and white, and they both are not too busy. They don't argue with each other. I think this works. I like this. This is another deck that I kind of struggled with finding some pairings for. Actually, I think we should try one other deck with this that I think will work. I like this. That worked just like I thought it would. But let's try the Deadly Apothecary with it. Oh yeah. Bring in a little color. Yes. I'll say it again. This is why I love doing these videos. Very nice. Very nice. And I'm liking these keywords with this deck. Yay! 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 Okay. Okay, well, now we're going to have a look at another deck that I've had difficulty pairing, and that's the Carnival at the End of the World vibe. So we're going to try first, I think let's try the Folklore Oracle. Okay, yes. Call this the Orville Peck card. I like this. Sort of balances out how truly weird the Carnival at the End of the World is. Sort of makes it feel a little more fairy tale-ish. I don't know, something about this death card with this High Priestess. I like this pairing. I can see it doesn't feel particularly Halloweenish, but I can see using this deck at other times of the year with this deck. I like this pairing. So let's try the Seasons of the Witch Samhain. I don't dislike this. I kind of like it. I don't know that I think it's the perfect pairing. Maybe the Mabon is better? No. think I like this less. Lost Oracle? It's okay. Let's try the Green Witches Oracle. This has sort of the same kind of vibe as the folklore. Okay. I like this. Yeah. Okay, I seem to have mixed up. So I was putting things away, it would seem. I like this pairing too. Also doesn't feel Halloweeny though, does it? Kind of feels more spring. So we're going to try one more and see if this is even going to be a Halloween deck after all. Let's try the Haunts. Okay, I feel like this works. Yes. Okay. I feel like this feels Halloweeny, so it's very interesting how the oracle that it's paired with certainly changes the feel of it. Like the intent of the carnival at the end of the world is much more neutral, I think, than I originally gave it credit for. Oh, look at all that green. Okay, I liked that. So okay, I have one more deck that I think we should try with this. And it is the Zammer Twins by Deviant Moon. This is the first edition, so it has the pointy corners. I think if you get it now, they're rounded corners. Dunno. It's interesting. It's very interesting. It's definitely creepier than the Carnival is. But I don't think it's working. But I have a deck that I think it will work with. So we're going to just switch gears here now. We're going to try it with the Earth Magic. So this is the colorized edition. And I already like this better. Yeah. Ooh, punishment. Interesting. Domination with these two cards. Everything is slippery. And just that one card is upside down. There's a lot of alchemy in this. Like the green lion and the ruby queen and all this stuff. Don't know very much about alchemy beyond kind of what I just said. I really, really like this pairing because I feel like the Earth Magic has a lot of alchemy in it, and this deck does, and so I may not know, looking at these cards, what that is, but definitely the energy of it in both decks. We have this heart right here, and the flaming heart there. This, I don't think I'm going to even try to find another pairing for the Earth Magic. At least not from the pile I have here. And I know the creator of Earth Magic has some Oracle decks, but they are, again, the similar art style, but they're not colored, they're just sepia like the original version of Earth Magic was. Oh, I like this so much. And I let go of the original version of Earth Magic because I wanted more color out of it. Oh, I like this so much. Very nice pairing. And I'm going to look around me. I have nothing else, I think, that it will even come close to that. Okay, so I'm going to try the Heartwood. It's by 3 Trees Tarot. More because it's autumnal than it is Halloween, but not everything has to be spooky, does it? Okay, the first one that comes to my mind is the Folklore Oracle. I feel like this is a real opportunity for some storytelling. Like maybe it's a story about who used to live where all these creatures have taken over and the people have moved out. And aesthetically, I like it. I don't know, again, if that feels Halloween-y though. I like this pairing though. I'm glad I tried it. I often get oracles in and don't try to find what, existing tarot I have that it might pair with. I like this. I like that. And I'm going to bet that the Green Witches Oracle is going to be nice with this. Which it is. Yeah, I like this. This is nice. Not as Halloween-y as I was looking for though. But it is the autumnal, just Halloween adjacent. Okay, Okay, one more deck that I think we should try with this. And I don't know why I didn't think to try it. The Haunts. Okay, yes, the Haunts. Could this place that has been abandoned by humans have been abandoned because it's haunted? Oh, yes. I like this. I like this a lot. The color scheme is just right. These ghosts and scary things with these adorable animals living in this abandoned place. I like it very much. What do you think? A nice, sweet deck with some scary ghosts. It just looks like just the kind of place where all these animals could be living. I love this. I'm so glad I tried it. Okay. Okay, and then the second to last deck we're going to try for Halloween is the Witch Sister. So what should we try first? Lost Oracle. Been really trying to get this one to work in this video, it would seem. Now, the Green Witches Oracle, which I did, which is turning out to not be particularly Halloween-y either. Really needs a more Halloween-themed tarot to go with it. But this is nice. I think this is nice. But no. Let's try this Seasons of the Witch Samhain. Okay, I like this already. I was thinking, because this is so people forward, that this wouldn't work, but I like this. I like this. Okay. Well, color me surprised. Color me very surprised on a lot of the pairings I found. but I like this pairing. Okay. And that brings us to our last deck, which is not necessarily or even at all a Halloween themed deck, but it's still like one of my decks I go to at Halloween. You know, when I do readings for people, a lot of times they just want this deck, you know, because it's what they're familiar with, and it's divination is spooky and, you know, a little unnerving for some people. And so we're going to see if we have any Halloween oracles that pair with this. So let's start with Memento Mori. It seems like still Halloweeny without being too stylistic. Little creepy. Okay, so that could be an option. Okay, so it's Pixies Astounding Lenormand, and I don't know. It's by US Games, so maybe it's still available. It's tiny, and it comes with this little book, which this could be used as an oracle, and I should probably pull this out because you don't have to. One day I had dreams of learning how to do a tableau, but I've abandoned that idea for now anyway. So these look nice together, and to be honest, the fact that these Oracle, the Lenormand cards are very cryptic, but also a good jumping off point. And these look nice together. So let's just see. I like this. So the energy is neutral. The keywords are ancestry, body, boredom, enduring, grounding, growth, health, karma. This card is mainly concerned with one's health, growth, and life. When a reading is concerned with health, this card and surrounding cards should take the focus of illness or well-being. Okay, these work together. I can see this working as a reading. Very interesting. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Take care of yourself and have a nice day. Bye.